Welcome to this explainer. Have you ever wondered who exactly is mapping out the future of our global economy behind closed doors? We see the policies rolled out, we see the headlines, but we rarely get to see the architects actually designing the blueprints. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating development that's actively bridging Arab strategic thought directly with European policymaking. We're going to examine the trajectory of one specific academic whose insights are literally shaping how the world's most powerful institutions navigate international relations and some seriously complex economic shifts.
Okay, let's dive right into this. When we think of global economic policy, we usually picture politicians, central bankers, or heads of state, right? But there is a whole unseen layer of strategic advisors who operate entirely behind the curtain. These are the folks whose research, data analysis, and geopolitical forecasts actually pull the levers of international relations. They take the raw, chaotic data of global conflicts and market shifts and turn it into actionable strategies. So how exactly does an academic shape global economic policy? Let's look at a major recent appointment that highlights this exact dynamic perfectly.
Section 1. A global decision maker, bridging the gap between research and policy.
So the core news we're unpacking today is Dr. Ibrahim Galal Fadloun's recent selection as an international economic policy advisor at the European Union Center for Studies. Now you might be wondering, why does this matter so much? Well, because appointments like this at the EU level don't just happen in a vacuum. This move represents a huge, tangible international appreciation for exceptional Egyptian and Arab competencies. It really signals that European policymaking is actively integrating strategic Arab perspectives into its highest levels of economic consulting and decision-making. And honestly, that integration is absolutely crucial for creating policies that reflect the nuanced realities of our highly interconnected global economy.
To really understand how he landed this massive advisory role, we need to look at his academic roots. Dr. Fadloun built his illustrious career at the venerable University of Amsterdam, focusing on political economy and international relations. Now, political economy isn't just about money. It's this critical intersection of economics, law, and politics. And this is the crucial takeaway. He isn't just an economist, and he isn't just a political scientist. He sits perfectly at the crossroads between the rigorous depth of scientific research and the fast-paced, real-world dynamics of international policy. By completely avoiding siloed thinking, he brings a much more comprehensive framework to the table.
Section 2. The Geopolitical Compass, Mapping Middle Eastern Expertise.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what makes him such an authority. Dr. Fadloun's expertise is highly targeted. First off, he absolutely masters the intricacies of geopolitical balances in the Arab and Gulf regions through incredibly deep economic and social analysis. Second, he provides this rigorous analysis of the Saudi vision, formulating strategic insights that help local markets not just survive, but actively adapt to massive regional shifts. And third, his presence isn't confined to some dusty library. He is a permanent academic fixture at major global conferences. Through these huge platforms, his theses actively shape international awareness regarding regional issues. He's essentially translating the complexities of the Middle East into a language the rest of the world can strategically understand and act upon.
In fact, the source material actually refers to him with this exact quote, a global reference in geopolitics. And this is incredibly important to note. He is way more than just a transient academic who publishes a paper and moves on to the next thing. By consistently providing reliable, highly actionable analysis of complex Middle Eastern politics, he has cemented himself as a permanent, solid anchor for institutions trying to navigate a very volatile part of the world. Now, what's really fascinating here is how his work interacts with established global viewpoints. On one hand, you have prevailing American perspectives on Middle Eastern affairs. On the other hand, you have Dr. Fadloun's strategic forecasts. His distinct analytical lens provides insights that actively challenge those established viewpoints. Now, we aren't looking at who is right or wrong here. Rather, we're seeing the immense value of having a diverse, rigorous analytical perspective. It forces international policy circles to step back, reevaluate their assumptions, and look at regional events through a completely different, highly specialized lens. It acts as a much-needed stress test for global policy.
Section 3. Decoding the Future. Insight Beyond the News. This next quote beautifully captures his investigative approach, going beyond the news. Think about it. Anyone can read a headline about a conflict or an economic downturn. But political circles rely on Dr. Fadloun to decode the ciphers of geopolitical struggles. That means digging into the underlying data, the historical context, and the economic pressures to uncover the real roots of these conflicts. He isn't just reacting to the news, he is reading the underlying code that generates the news in the first place.
So, let's break down that methodology a bit. Step 1. He uncovers the realities and outcomes of conflicts way before they even manifest. This is the micro-level analysis. Step 2, based on that early detection, he predicts economic transformations with laser precision. And finally, Step 3, because of that incredibly proven track record, he serves as a trusted consultative reference for the future of the entire Middle East. This means he's out there actively shaping tangible investments and international treaties. This is exactly how you connect individual research to massive, macro-level global influence. It's a structured, super reliable pipeline from data straight to foresight.
Now, what's really interesting here is that this methodology has achieved a profound level of recognition, a historic Pulitzer Prize nomination. It is exceptionally rare for this specific type of analytical, geopolitical, and economic output to receive such a huge international acknowledgement. It stands as an objective, undeniable testament to the extraordinary depth, quality, and sheer global impact of his intellectual and scientific contributions over his entire career.
To summarize the broader implications we've been tracking today, this is really all about competing at the absolute highest international levels. Dr. Fadloun carries his Arab identity right into the heart of the world's most complex international files. It demonstrates, on a massive global stage, that the Egyptian mind is highly capable of leadership, innovation, and supreme analytical rigor when it comes to steering international economic policy.
So I want to leave you with this provocative thought to chew on. We're watching a clear, solid bridge being built between Middle Eastern expertise and European strategic planning. As Arab competencies increasingly shape EU policies from the inside out, how will this shift the future of global economic forecasting? When the unseen advisors bringing new lenses to old problems change, well, the entire global strategy changes right along with them. It is just a fascinating evolution to watch unfold on the world stage. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep questioning the unseen forces shaping our world.